tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
We'll have a house party, we don't need nobody.
We're having a house party up in AfterBuzz TV tonight, and y'all, we're getting country up in here. So I had to bring my fellow music host Jason to the panel tonight, and of course Marisa, who loves to talk country all night long. I'm one of your hosts, Whitney Lane. Follow me on Twitter @Southern_Whit for all the latest in country music news. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter @Jason Ikeler.
And Marisa.
And you can follow me @Serafini TV.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's just jump on in because you guys, 65,000 fans in that audience. I was one of those. And man, it is a party. Like,
It's kind of funny
because
because a lot of times when you watch things on TV, you're like, oh, I would not want to be there, like the crowd looks. But there, you're like, I want to be there with a drink in my hand, raging.
And singing along to
Yeah.
songs like Drink in My Hand. Am I right?
It's so much fun.
It
So
literally
much fun.
is, because the fun little part about this show too, because it's a 4-day festival in Nashville where every country fan comes out to see it, and then you get to rewatch it and you kind of get to relive it. So why not want to go back every year, year after year after year? So let's talk about it, because we just got to dig on in. First of all, the little glimpses of the pictures right at the beginning, like you just see Carrie's legs.
I literally
That's all.
It's just a little glimpse
whenever I
of
look
Carrie's
back at
legs.
this show, I'm just gonna think Carrie Underwood's legs.
I mean, it's like almost to die.
It's
Honestly.
ridiculous. It's like, no way did she just have a baby.
I mean, #inspiration, ladies. Am I right? Am I right? So, Florida Georgia Line kicked off the show tonight with Anything Goes, and I must say, on my way to the studio tonight, I was blasting that song and singing it on the 101. Everybody's staring at me like, who's this freak? And it was amazing. I thought they were great. They always bring a party, to be quite honest.
I think they were a fun opener too, because that's like the perfect song of the summer that everybody's into, and I think they're a little bit younger. They just get you going.
They just have fun on stage,
Absolutely.
honestly.
I mean, I love Anything Goes, but I was kind of expecting Sundays too, because that's a nice summer fun barbecue type of song as well.
That's true, but they do have to rep those new singles, and that's what we kind of saw throughout the whole night.
Do we know, because they all perform like 4 or 5 songs at the actual festival, right? So who gets, I'm assuming it's like their team gets to pick which songs they sing?
Well, yeah, their team would definitely probably talk to CMA and be like, hey, this
Like,
single
feature
drops
this one.
now.
Because they
Make
probably
sure it
filmed
comes
the whole
out.
thing, I'm assuming,
They
right?
do. They film the entire thing. Little Big Town hosted again this year. They're
I
always so
love
fun.
them. I love them so much.
I mean, it's easy to have 4 hosts, right?
Yeah.
Then you can all talk and they just interact with their friends, basically. So that's the cool thing about the show. But yeah, they basically get to pick out what are we featuring right now, and let's highlight these songs. So I loved that. I do have to say, kind of cool, just a little side note for Florida Georgia Line, Tyler Hubbard just got married this summer, and actually a couple of the fellow singers, Brett Eldredge, Thomas Rhett, and of course his buddy and duo mate Bryan Kelly were in the wedding. So country, man, it's just a little family.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
At least some people are staying together, because we know all of our other country couples are falling apart.
Oh, so many.
Well, I mean,
What
we
is
can
happening
kind
to
of
the
touch
world?
on that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, Blake and Miranda were nowhere to be found
And
at
I feel
this
like,
year's
what
CMA
is
Fest.
CMA Fest
Right.
without Blake or Miranda?
It's weird because they
It
have
is
been
very
there
weird.
Especially
year
the
after year.
last
Well,
5
actually,
years.
though,
lately,
because when
yeah.
did they record this?
June.
June.
This is June,
So that
yeah.
was probably in the heat of their divorce,
Which makes
sense
very
why they
interesting.
wouldn't be there. Reba wasn't there.
Reba
No.
wasn't there.
Also in the middle of divorce.
Poor Reba.
I don't know. Sad.
I mean, it's so devastating, really.
I'm honestly, I'm more surprised about Reba because she's been with her man for 26 years
Yeah.
now. That's such a long relationship. You'd think that would last. for
Pretty
so
awesome,
long.
And you know who I was
that-
missing who's been at CMA Fest like the past 3 years?
Who?
My girl Kelly Clarkson.
Of course you were.
Right.
He's in her fan club.
Yeah,
y'all.
I am in her fan club. But she's
so-
been on every CMA Fest for so long.
Well, she's now a part of the country family.
so where
I mean,
was she?
Reba's daughter-in-law
Where
here.
was she?
It's, just
Sorry,
settle.
I'm always upset if
Just
she's not
settle.
there.
But yes, weird, right?
Yeah.
That was the weird, shocking thing. No Blake Miranda.
Well,
now we
because
know
you think
why.
of like Blake and Miranda as like the country like prom king and queen.
They're
You know what I mean?
like-
Like they're like the A-listers.
No, as of right now.
But
Yeah.
they're like the Tim
10
McGraw,
years ago, it was
Faith
Tim
Hill.
McGraw,
Yeah,
Faith
yeah,
Hill.
but that's what I mean. For
Exactly.
right now, for this show, they should like. You think they should have been there?
Well, they
especially-
should have. It's just strange. But anyways, let's talk about some newcomers in country music, because soon enough we'll be talking about who they're married to. Sam Hunt, who we heard on our little intro here, singing House Party. You guys, I can't even explain the screams that come from the girls in that 65,000 person crowd.
And how much of those screams were you?
Swoon,
Good
hashtag swoon, because that boy can perform, and he is on point. Straight up on point.
I actually like it better when he sings ballads. I'm not as big of a fan, and you're gonna kill me, of his like up-tempo stuff. I think it's a little too bro country for me.
I don't even think it's bro country. I think he's about a pop crossover. I think you're
I
going to be
think so,
talking
too.
to him when you interview pop stars.
Oh.
I mean, if you listen to House Party, would you automatically think it's country? No, I would categorize it more as pop.
Huh.
Well, Take Your Time was the ballad
Yeah.
he actually did sing. So you got,
I got
you
the
get
ballad. Yeah, yeah,
two
yeah.
songs from Sam. That is another one that's just like, ugh, girls can die for that. He's just got it right now. And let
Right.
me talk about this. Last year, he was on one of the smallest stages at CMA Fest. Fast forward a year, and he's performing in front of 65,000 people.
It is crazy, and I feel like that's super common in country for somebody to like just blow up overnight.
And
And the
then-
next year they're playing arenas and they're the biggest thing.
And then you're performing with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You guys, literally,
Oh my God.
he's it.
And
he's it.
his debut album already made gold.
Which we saw, Little Big Town actually gave him his new gold
I
certified.
like literally those are my favorite things
They're
to see.
so
I
cute.
love that.
Well, he was just like, well, I guess I'll give it to my mama. She'll put it up in her house. Cutie.
Aw,
Cutie.
cutie.
But yeah, he was pretty awesome. I think that was a great part of the show. Everybody loves him. Okay, couple other ones. First of all, I know there were so many performances, which is why we have to hear which ones were your favorites. 29 total
That's
performances
insane.
on this 3-hour special. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so much music, which is the best thing for country fans.
It's amazing, but if you split it up between 4 days, that's actually not too bad.
No,
that's true.
of course not. But anyways, Lady Antebellum performed, and you guys, in person, they were one of my favorite performances. They're always good. They're Grammy winners. They know what they're doing.
Oh,
I do
heck
have to
yes.
talk about Charles Kelly, though.
Wait, you just in person, so you didn't think they did as well on the screen?
No, I'm just saying
okay.
live. No, they were great on screen. They're the ones that can kind of cross over.
Yeah.
What's so fun to watch with them was Charles Kelly. When he was walking on stage, they were just talking Little Big Town. He walked on stage and the swagger you kind of
Yeah.
see. What would that be like? He's literally like, okay, here we go, 65,000 people.
What's kind of cool too, I saw them right when their first album dropped. They played some hoedown in Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
and literally though, I didn't know any of their music. What was their first single?
Oh gosh, Need You Now, was that the
No,
one?
it was,
forever.
before
That,
that.
that was
Before
one that really
Before that, but
kickstarted.
I remember just being everybody was just captivated, and so I think it's still cool to see however many years now they're still just as big on top of their game, and they look like they're still excited about it.
I just can't imagine the feeling of that.
Yeah,
to do something that you love so much, and then you walk out there to 65,000 screaming voices.
No big deal.
No.
What would you? I would just say, oh, I
And
can
they
handle it.
look so comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all in jeans, just performing and loving.
Yeah, you feel
Straight
like you're
chilling.
watching them in their backyard or something.
Sweating, all of them sweating
All
Yeah,
of
too.
them.
there was a
Respect.
lot of man sweat tonight.
I gotta say, that hot, humid southern weather is the best you could ever get, so I get it.
Sexy.
All right, couple other newcomers, and this is kind of an interesting one. Thomas Rhett, he performed twice. You actually interviewed Scott Borchetta, and he said that he was the new up-and-comer that you should watch out for.
Yeah, because we were at American Idol this year. We're like, Scott, who do you think?
We should look out
Yeah,
for.
and he said this guy is going to be huge, basically the next Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and what's
And
kind of
Scott
cool...
has an eye.
What's kind of cool is that's happening. His
Yeah.
newest single, "Crash and Burn," which I love.
So good.
Just I'm singing along to that one all the time when I hear it.
Yeah.
I also liked how they got on the tour buses.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was well. The people, you were an HGTV boy right here,
Yes.
Mr. Producer.
Mm-hmm.
The Property Brothers were going and looking on the tour buses, and Thomas Rhett's was one of them. How cool that his dad and his granddad played for the Georgia Bulldogs, and Dad's a writer, singer. It's
That
just
is
crazy.
cool.
It's all in the family. The
It really
generations of
The
Nashville
generations.
singers. Pretty cool.
And the Property Brothers aren't too bad to look at either.
That was pretty
and the fact
funny.
that there's 2 of them.
That look exactly
one for
the
you,
same.
one for me.
Exactly.
Yes. Amazing. We had Cole Swindell come out. He's kind of newer on the scene. He actually just won ACM New Artist of the Year, so kind of cool.
Yep.
He's out there. Rascal Flatts. Here they come.
Okay, here's my thing with
Let's
Rascal
hear
Flatts. If you go to their concert,
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the best live performances you'll ever see. Like every time I go, I'm like, Gary's voice like blows me away.
Is it insane?
And
or
it
what?
doesn't translate to TV for me.
Yeah.
Whenever I see him perform on TV, I'm like, you sound like you're out of breath and your vocals are weak. But if you hear it in person, like it's like chills everywhere. I don't like the new single.
Riot.
Right?
Yeah,
I love Brian.
I'm not into it, and so I almost wish they would have like gone back and done something from their
Yeah. Which
or just come out with better music. But yeah, I don't know why they don't translate to TV for me.
Well, it is interesting because I don't know. Without Gary's voice, you don't have Rascal Flatts.
Yeah.
You
Very
know,
true.
so he actually has a lot of vocal issues. Sometimes he has to cancel it because if you lose your voice, like what are you gonna do? Like Gary's voice is Rascal Flatts, but you know it's
But
cool.
the other two.
But
you know,
also, you
John
could just
and-
throw
they can
Hunter
sing
Hayes
well,
in there
too.
and just
That's
they
true.
could pretend.
Very true. But the cool thing about it is they're bringing out people like Thomas Rhett and like Sam
Yeah.
Hunt and Rascal Flatts. You're literally
You get the variety.
Yeah, you give the variety because you've got all those different types of fans in general.
The
For
only thing I
fans.
think we're missing, can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Is Casey Musgraves.
Hashtag
Yeah.
duh.
She had literally a #1 album come out this year
A
that gets all this
Grammy-winning
critical
album, too.
success, no airplay on country radio, but like is kind of bringing country back to its roots. Like
Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, and where is she at the CMA Fest?
It's actually it's very
like-
frustrating.
Yeah, I think
Isn't
it's
she with
insulting.
Katy Perry right now?
No, she
No,
did.
she
That was last
was.
year. She did that
Which
tour.
is amazing. Again, celebrate this.
Yeah,
you know what I
she
mean?
toured with Katy Perry and Willie Nelson in the same summer.
And this new
That's
album,
insane.
I mean, Pageant material, it's amazing.
So good, and it's like country
And
like,
relatable to any person that listens to that. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Like, preach, honey.
And I think that's why I was like very disappointed that she wasn't even featured, because we have all these bro country singers that are singing basically Nickelback country music. Just saying.
Well, it works.
And we have
It's
this,
working.
and we have this girl in country that's like writing really original songs and doing this, and had one of the biggest selling country albums this year.
Right.
And she's not even
Which
featured.
is working too. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, it's interesting how they end up getting artists, because the artists do this and they don't get paid to do this. They're
Yeah.
doing it just for the fans. So you have to wonder what goes on behind the scenes. But let's get some more ladies in general up in there.
Yeah, there was.
know.
So there was. Who are the
Carrie
girls?
Underwood is
Hillary
the
from
only
Lady
solo.
Antebellum.
Hillary, yeah,
Karen Fairchild.
and Karen and what's her name?
From
Don't
Little Big
Little
Town.
Big
Kimberly.
Town.
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Yeah, and then
yes.
Maddie and Tae.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's
five.
5 acts out of 29 were female.
On a hand, like one hand.
And
How
this is what else I
ridiculous
have to
is
say.
that?
Say Carrie Underwood, like, obviously killed it with her performance. But this year they released her greatest hits CD.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give her a medley of like 5 hits and then go into your current single? I thought that could have been like the biggest moment of the night.
Yeah, well,
She's got so many, and like this is her time, you know.
yeah, well, they do that in person though. You know, they're just showing her new single right now.
Oh yeah, but I thought for the show
Oh,
even,
I see what you're saying.
I'd rather have seen her do like a medley or a little medley mashup.
Well, maybe this is what she wanted, because remember, this was her first performance
Yeah, that's
since
true.
her pregnancy. So here she comes, and you heard the Little Big Town girls talking to her, being like, "Well, you got the hottest spot in country music, and the best voice in country
Yeah.
music. If everybody knows it, let's start showing some more of her because she's my favorite."
Yeah.
Carrie got it, you guys. Like that girl, she's got
Yeah.
it. It's very hard to compare people to her in general because she's the best.
Well, and she's
As of
never
right now,
had a
yeah.
flop.
She's the best country, like she's really the best female country artist. And they say it, and people know it,
People
and
know,
she can
people know.
perform, and she looks good doing it.
But that being said, there's still tons of female country artists who are not getting. I mean, I think this is
Recognition.
kind of
As
just
they
like
should.
reflecting what's happening on country radio right now.
It is, and this has been a huge
yeah.
ordeal and huge,
And so,
huge
but I
conversation
wish
in
they would
general.
at least try to even
Controversy.
like give like Ray Lynn or Danielle Bradbury
Mm-hmm.
or somebody like.
A little bit more boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassidy.
Yeah,
Pope.
and like there was an article, a fairly sexist journalist made a comment about country artist females not being played as much, but they said the stats is that 70 to 75% of females like listening to male performers instead of females, which I find absolutely ridiculous. I can understand that,
I
but
think it goes both ways.
females like other females too.
But the thing about it too, what's funny is I was thinking about this when Kip Moore performed actually, because he's in this smaller venue in downtown Nashville. He's got this raspy voice. The girls, like you can tell he can flirt when he sings. The girls are like going crazy, but then you see him grab a guy's hand and like kind of do a fist pump, and it's like, guys want to be these people and girls want to date them.
But it's kind of interesting with females too. Like I think recently we've only seen like young females get pushed, where that used to be never happening in country.
It was all
and
the-
we don't really have any like new females that are in there. Like remember when like what's her name, Gretchen Wilson would come out, or Miranda Lambert, where they're a little bit older. We don't really have any new female artists like that.
Like Ashley
They're all
Monroe.
older.
Play
Yeah.
Ashley Monroe.
They're all under 25.
the ones
That
that
we're
they're
pushing.
well, yeah.
And
That's
so
why,
it's
like
like more reflective of pop
Casey,
music.
Ashley Monroe. There's a lot of people. So hopefully that'll be something we see next year.
Let's
because
change that.
We
shall
need we need
We
more
want to
women.
see it. Yeah, girl power.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then like we said, Rascal Flatts, big band. Then you
Yeah.
got Zac Brown Band. That's always a fun one to watch.
See, and I
perform.
used to hate Zac Brown Band until I saw them
Really?
live.
And they're awesome.
And then you're like, oh, you can't hate them. They're so
you
talented.
can't. And there are certain people that I think are amazing live. Dierks Bentley is one of the best concerts I've ever been to because that guy moves around the stage. He is on it. Like, he has so much fun.
So much energy when he performs, you can tell.
Especially when it's songs like Drunk on a Plane that everybody loves.
I love.
I mean, he's pretty awesome.
Love so much that they played again this year.
Oh.
What can you do?
Double
What can you
header.
do?
Oh, also, where was Jennifer Nettles? She has a new single out.
Well, did you not hear the news today? She actually just separated from her label, so we'll see what happens.
so
that
that's
literally
there we go.
And
was
Came out
today.
today, okay.
Yeah. So we'll
Wait,
see.
do you have some dirt on that? Because is there tension between her and Christian Bush, or did that just like amicably split?
So Universal Music Group owns the rights to Sugarland. They
Okay.
have the duo stuff. They just apparently an amicable split. So that's fine. Let them pursue their
Because
own.
I don't think either. I like them
solo.
better together.
Well, everyone does, I think,
Yeah.
and they do better together. But we don't know what's really going to happen now from here.
I love Sugarland, but also Jennifer Nettles is known to do a lot of duets with other artists too, and be completely fine on her
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting
I
to see
just
where
think
this
her
goes.
songs are better with Christian.
I love it. I like have every album, Sugarland, to die for. I do have to talk about two of the guys that I think are just amazing. When Eric Church and Keith Urban performed together, Raise 'Em Up.
Yes.
I just like literally can't with those two. They are both so awesome. You got Eric in his sunglasses. You got Keith on that guitar where nobody can play like Keith Urban. And they're together. I mean, it's just like, it's amazing.
I think
And
that's
that
what I
music
wanted a
video
little more
is
of
like
this whole
just to
time.
blow your mind. It's
Yeah.
black and white, so simplistic, but yet so effective. And I'm like, it's
They're
just two
awesome.
very talented artists singing and playing guitar together. I love it.
I wish there would have been, because I feel like that's whenever I watch CMA Fest, I love seeing like Carrie Underwood and Aerosmith, or like whoever come out together. I
Yeah.
wish there would have been a little bit more collaborations happening.
Well, yeah, if they have a single at the time, that's what happens,
Yeah.
you know? Like last year, Miranda and Carrie came out and performed.
yeah, that was amazing.
That's my favorite.
was
Something
amazing.
Bad. Now that is a girl song right
Mm-hmm.
there. You know who I thought had the best moves of the night was Mr. Darius Rucker. That guy can move while he's singing "Homegrown Honey." I was like, I get it, Darius. He's pretty awesome, you guys. I mean, Hootie.
I know.
Yeah.
I was watching this. I was like, I still can't believe he used to be Hootie.
He's got
His career
the
is actually
moves.
insane because he is like one of the top dogs in country music after being like a top dog in rock
I
music.
know.
And it's like,
I think
it
he needs
just
a little
like
bit
goes
more
perfect.
credit. I honestly
Yeah, I
do.
think so too. Because he has so many songs that you're like, oh, I didn't realize this was also Darius Rucker.
It's
Right.
awesome.
And I think that's also a testament just that the country music genre itself is so welcoming of
Yeah.
other previous genre artists.
yeah.
Also,
Cheryl
we have
Crow.
to say he's black, and that's like
Kelly
a
Clarkson.
big thing in the country music world. You know what I mean?
You've
Like, to
got
have
him,
that,
and then
like-
you've got the newcomer Mickey Guyton, who you may not have heard too much. I heard her single a little bit on radio, and I don't know where it's gone. So hopefully it'll keep coming
Yeah.
up because she's so talented.
But first, before we move on, did
Mm-hmm.
you love that Charles Esten made an appearance?
Well, of course, Mr. Nashville Deacon.
Mr. Nashville.
However, I was
Hello.
going to ask all my Nashville fans out there, didn't he sound hoarse? Deacon
little
better not
bit.
be sick. He better be amping up for season 4 because we ready.
I thought he sounded sexy.
We ready. Amazing.
Did
yeah.
you, and there was also the preview promo for it. And it got me just
It's
so excited
time.
for Nashville.
It's going to be amazing. Okay, let's talk about some other people.
Okay, hit me.
Let's talk about Brett Eldredge, because right now he's the reigning CMA New Artist of the Year. He performed twice tonight. And you guys, he has a voice that'll just, I mean, he's good.
Yeah, his voice is insane.
So good.
That and then you sing a song, Mean to Me, like where you say,
You ripped on the lyric.
mine could be the name that changes yours. Like, every girl wants to hear that. Every boy wants to hear
know.
that, heck.
Like, I love Brett, and he's also a fellow Illinois native.
Yeah.
So I connect with him on that one. But I also love his other music video, Lose My Mind. So good.
Which is the other song he sang.
I know.
I
So-
love that's my favorite.
So good. And his new album, Illinois, is coming out soon.
There you go.
What I do love, latest news from
September.
Brett, he's going to be a judge on Miss America 2016.
Oh, really?
One of the first
God.
celebrity judges that has been announced. And can I please just tell you what he said? What he's looking for in contestants? I love a woman that has it together. She knows what she wants for her career and her life and has goals. It's beyond beauty. It's that they have it together and they know what they want. I'll be basing a lot of my decisions on that. So, ladies, now you know what Brett wants in a woman.
Wait, are you
Whoa.
entering Miss America?
Miss America.
Both of
Southern
us will.
Wit. But yeah, he was pretty awesome. He also got his his first 3 singles all went #1, so that he was awarded his little
Gold
plaque as
and
well.
platinum.
Pretty
That's
cool.
crazy.
Gold and platinum.
Okay, who are some of the other favorites? I mean, Brad Paisley, he's always a staple at CMA Fest. Him and Carrie will be back November 4th.
Yes.
Always.
I like seeing Brad because I just like whatever he's doing. You're just like, oh, he's just fun.
He's just
Just
Brad
like a fun
Paisley. He's
guy,
country
yeah.
music,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
and now Brad Paisley is going to be the advisor to Blake Shelton on The Voice.
I know. Well, we got him on Rising Star, so
Yeah,
So
we're
he's
happy to
gonna
have
move
him back
on.
on TV.
I
It's
forgot
gonna
he was
move
on that.
I love it. I love it. A couple other ones we obviously have to talk about, because the star of every CMA Fest always, the one that can shake the booty, Luke Bryan.
I
You
feel like
guys.
he needs to take a year off because I feel like at this point he's kind of like
It's not happening.
There's too much of him that we just need to like step back so we can miss him a
But
little
hey,
bit.
Dierks Bentley got sexiest male artist
Yeah.
this year, so
That's true.
He
Dierks
did.
is kind of taking.
People
Stepping in there.
Country's hottest guy.
Yeah.
And he said, I wake up like that, just like on the
Yeah.
cover, which I thought was funny. Luke, though, the funny part was when Little Big Town went to pick him up and they were driving around with him. He's a fun guy. Like, he's
Oh,
fun.
yeah, he's very
And
fun.
he can
He's
shake
very
his-
likable.
When he took the phone from Kimberly of Little Big Town, and she was like, can you talk to my mama? And he's like, what did he say? Because I wrote it down because I thought it was hilarious. He was like, he goes, what is it? Oh, he goes, yes, I'm going to shake it, Barbara. To Kimberly's mom. Yes, I'm going to shake it, Barbara. How funny.
And they, Little Big Town and Luke Bryan, they're very good friends.
Well,
Yeah.
and Luke, he will not be taking a year off because his new album comes out Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Kill the Lights is
so
out. He
my
will
bad.
be Waking Up America on Good Morning America on
I love
Friday.
the
So if you
song.
want to watch him, tune in then on ABC.
I love the song. It's so good.
A couple other little last performances I think to talk about were a couple people that I feel like aren't as well known, but I'm sure to get this opportunity to be in front of so many people. Randy Houser and Chris Young. Now, I really like Chris Young. I think he's got awesome.
You've been talking about him for a while.
I really like it. I don't know if it's his voice and it's his songs that like have great lyrics to me. Randy, I'm gonna have to go with least favorite performance of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Are you
didn't like
bored?
kick up the desk.
Did it bore you?
I did not think. Yeah.
Did it bore you to the point of yawning, Jason? Randy Houser's
Well-
performance, bless him.
I can.
Well, he's touring with Luke Bryan, so he's gonna get some good exposure.
Oh,
the
for
next year.
sure. I mean, he's good. He
I
can
just would like to
perform.
see
I-
something
I
a
like
little
his voice.
different.
Yeah.
You know?
I do like his voice, but
Get me
for,
somewhere different.
for Chris Young, I love his "I'm Coming Over." And
I love I'm Coming Over. I love Lonely
So
Eyes.
good.
I love them all. I love them
So
all. Oh, goodness.
We
Neon-
gotta talk about
Neon's
Maddie
very
and
fun.
Tae.
Well, duh.
Okay, I'm just trying to give the girls some credit.
Thank
No, I
goodness.
love them. I think I like them because they don't sound like anything else that's happening on a country radio right
They're
now.
precious, you
And they remind me.
guys.
Do you remember the Wreckers?
yeah.
Yeah.
They remind me of like a prettier sound. I love the Wreckers,
Yeah,
but like
just
a
'cause
prettier
they're
sounding
blonde.
version of the Wreckers.
Being a girl in a country song,
Yeah.
honey. They were so cute, and what a cool experience
Yeah.
for them. Like they're blowing
I
up
hope they
really
blow
quickly.
up.
And
too.
they're already headlining a tour now.
Oh, good.
They do their own
and
stuff.
they're up and
yeah.
coming. They're already headlining.
Yeah.
now.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Okay, last performances of the night, Jason Aldean. He actually performed twice. He performed his current single, Tonight Looks Good on You, which I love.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure he sings about his new wife. And Of course, we ended with She's Country, at least for the special.
Yeah.
And how can you not love that if you're at a country music festival?
No, I think that's perfect.
It is. It's the best way to end it. And
it's funny, Jason Aldean, you wouldn't look at him and think like rock star until he performs and you're there, and then you're like, oh,
and he's pretty
rock star.
awesome.
Yeah.
He actually he's got it. And I can sing along to his song, so I love it.
Right, and I'm still obsessed with Burning It Down. I'm stuck in last year so much.
It's okay.
It's ridiculous.
You know that the guys at Florida Georgia Line wrote that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's all in...
It's all in the country
community.
family.
It is, and I like it. Kenny Chesney performed, y'all.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney, he back. The big revival, he is back.
He is. I'm excited for. Well, his album is out, right?
Yeah.
Is it out?
And he just performed.
It's out this fall.
This
Okay.
It's coming out, and he just performed at the Rose Bowl. Like
Here
last
in
week.
LA.
He's one of those people that's
Here in
literally
LA.
going to be performing
Forever.
arenas till he dies.
Just like Tim McGraw, which
Yeah.
He has
was
to drive
missing
another
again.
million miles on
That's
his tour
true.
bus.
Pretty awesome. Overall, you guys, I thought it was an awesome special and an amazing CMA Fest. And how could you watch that and not want to go back for 2016?
Seriously.
At least we get some more country music November 4th for the 49th annual CMA Awards on ABC, hosted by Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley, my faves. So tune in for that.
And the after show will probably be hosted by us.
For sure. Get ready for that. Anything to wrap up the show? It was a good one.
Yeah, we missed you, Casey Musgraves.
We miss you. We will
Miss
see
you,
you
like,
next year.
all female
Let's get
artists.
those ladies
Yeah.
up in that show, that
Preach.
special. Okay, where can they find y'all?
Oh, a while ago. You
Alright,
can find
go
me
ahead.
on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
And you guys, keep up with all things country on my blog, chasingcountry.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at southern_wit. And we will see you for the next country special. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
She's country.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz y'all later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.